Matt Sapolin, New York City Commissioner, Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities.
In 1987, New York City enacted what's called Local Law 58. And what that does is that was the first time in New York City that we had our own building codes that mandated minimum requirements in building specifications. Building codes, as we know them, really set forth minimums. It says, okay, if you're going to put a door, this is how big it has to be at its smallest possibility. Of course, you could exceed that and go bigger if you wish, or if you're going to have a hallway, it needs to be this wide at its minimum. Or it talks about bathrooms and kitchens, and for the sake of public institutions, elevators and public restrooms and accessible routes and other things, whether it's phones or water fountains or service counters, they're all set forth in minimums. And what I've learned is that minimums really don't do it. From a bare bones perspective, when you break out your ruler and you analyze environments by minimums, whether it be spatial or whether it be signage or lighting requirements or sight lines in stadiums or other things, the minimums just don't do it. And the problem with minimums is that they don't, while they try to accommodate what we call the greatest cohort of users, they really miss a lot. And part of that's due to the vast number of folks that we are and the similarities and differences between us and the way we use and expect to use environments and products. Other problems are the advancement of new technologies, maybe bigger wheelchairs, smaller wheelchairs, different configurations in mobility devices, different visual acuities and hearing differences, all play into the conversation of equal access and usability to an environment, a lot of which is lost in the minimum standard of a building code.